So we are ready to start reading 4 about the one and only Ivan. And Roxy and I were talking about the animals in the book, and what word would you use to describe their lives? How about Ivan? What would you think? What would you think about Stella? How about Bob, the little dog? Stella, of course, was the elephant, and so that's kind of the thing to think about as we read the book. Of course, the more we read, the more we'll kind of know the situation that each of those animals is facing. But it's kind of a story about life, and being stuck in the spot that you're in and not able to get out. And that can apply to animals, can apply to people, can apply to absolutely everybody. And so it's kind of a thought-provoking book. So here we go with reading 4. Remember the last time we read about this bull elephant that got hit with a claw stick, which we'll maybe find out more about what that is. And so today we start out reading with the subtitle, Stella's Trunk. Stella's trunk is a miracle. She can pick up a single peanut with elegant precision, tickle a passing mouse, tap the shoulder of a dozing keeper. Her trunk is remarkable, but still it can't unlatch the door of her tumble-down domain. Circling Stella's legs are long ago scars from the chains she wore as a youth. Her bracelets, she calls them. When she worked at the famous circus, Stella had to balance on a pedestal for her most difficult trip, and one day she fell off and injured her foot. When she went lame and lagged behind the other elephants, the circus sold her to Mac. Stella's foot never completely healed. She limps when she walks, and sometimes her foot gets infected when she stands in one place too long. And last winter, Stella's foot swelled to twice its normal size. She had a fever, and she lay on the damp, cold floor of her domain for 5 days. They were very long days. Even now, I am not sure she's completely better. She never complains, though, so it's hard to know. At the Big Top Mall, no one bothers with iron shackles. A bristly rope tied to a bolt in the floor is all that's required. They think I'm too old to cause trouble, Stella says. Old age, she says, it's a powerful disguise. Think about that. Wow, next subtitle is called A Plan. It's been 2 days since anyone's come to visit. Mac is in a bad mood. He says we're losing money hand over fist. He says he's going to sell the whole lot of us. When Thelma, blue and yellow macaw, demands, "Kiss me, boy, kiss me, big boy," for the 3rd time in 10 minutes, Mac throws a soda can at her. Thelma's wings are clipped so she can't fly, but she can still hop. She leapt aside just in the nick of time. "Pucker up," she says with a shrill whistle. Mac stomps into his office and slams the door shut. I wonder if my visitors have grown tired of me. Maybe if I learn a trick or two, it'll help. Humans do seem to enjoy watching me eat. Luckily, I'm always hungry. I'm a gifted eater. A silverback must eat 45 pounds of food a day if he's going to stay a silverback. 45 pounds of fruit and leaves and seeds and stems and bark and vines and rotted wood. Occasionally, I enjoy an insect. I'm going to try to eat more. Maybe then he will get more visitors. Tomorrow I will eat 50 pounds of food, then maybe 55. That will make Mac happy. Yeah, right. So the next subtitle is called Bob. Now, Bob is the little dog. I explain my plan to Bob. Ivan, he says, trust me on this one. The problem is not your appetite. He hops onto my chest and licks my chin, checking for leftovers. Bob is a stray, which means he does not have a permanent address. He is so speedy, so wily, that mall workers long ago gave up trying to catch him. Bob can sneak into cracks and crevices like a tracked rat. He lives well off the ends of hot dogs he pulls from the trash, and for dessert he laps up the spilled lemonade and the splattered ice cream cones. I've tried to share my food with Bob, but he's a picky eater and says he prefers to hunt for himself. Bob is a tiny, wiry, and fast, like a barking squirrel. He is nut-colored and big-eared. His tail moves like weeds in the wind, spiraling and dancing. Bob's tail makes me dizzy and confused. It has meanings within meanings, like human words. I am sad, it says. I'm happy, it says. Beware, I may be tiny, but my teeth are sharp. Gorillas don't have any use for tails. Our feelings are uncomplicated. Our rumps are unadorned. Bob used to have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. Humans tossed them out of a truck onto a freeway when they were a few weeks old. Bob rolled into the ditch. The others did not. Wow, talk about that one for a while. His first night on the highway, Bob slept in the icy mud on the ditch, and when he woke, he was so cold that his legs would not bend for an hour. The next night, Bob slept under the dirty hay near the Big Top Mall garbage bins. The following night, Bob found the spot in the corner of my domain where the glass was broken. I dreamed that I'd eaten a furry donut, and when I woke in the dark, I discovered a tiny puppy snoring on top of my belly. It had been so long since I'd felt the comfort of another's warmth that I wasn't sure what to do. Not that I hadn't had visitors. Mac had been in my domain, of course, and many other keepers, and I'd seen my share of rats zip past, and the occasional wayward sparrow had fluttered into a hole in my ceiling. But they never stayed long. I didn't move all night for fear of waking Bob. The next subtitle is called Wild. Once I asked Bob why he didn't want a home. Humans, I had noticed, seemed to be irrationally fond of dogs, and I could see why a puppy would be easier to cuddle with than, say, a gorilla. Everywhere is my home, Bob answered. I'm a wild beast, my friend, untamed and undaunted. I told Bob he could work in the shows like Snickers, the poodle who rides Stella. Bob says Snickers sleeps on a pink pillow in Mac's office. He said she eats foul-eating meat from a can. He made a face, his lips curled, revealing tiny needles of teeth. Poodles, he says, are parasites. That's funny. It's funny how the animals have opinions of each other. That's cute. The next subtitle is called Picasso. Mac gives me a fresh crayon, a yellow one, and 10 pieces of paper. Time to earn your keep, Picasso, he mutters. I wonder who this Picasso is. Does he have a tire swing like me? Does he ever eat his crayons? I know I have lost my magic, so I try my best. I clutch the crayon and think. I scan my domain. What is yellow? A banana? I draw a banana. The paper tears, but only a little. I lean back and Mac picks up the drawing. Another day, another scribble, he says. 1 down, 9 to go. What else is yellow? I wonder, scanning my domain. I draw another banana. And then I draw 8 more. The next subtitle is called 3 Visitors. 3 visitors are here. A woman, a boy, and a girl. I strut across my domain for them. I dangle from my tire swing. I eat 3 bananas peels in a row. The boy spits at my window. The girl throws a handful of pebbles. Sometimes I'm glad the glass is there. The next subtitle is called My Visitors Return. After the show, the spit pebble children come back. I display my impressive teeth. I splash in my filthy pool. I grunt and hoot. I eat and eat and eat some more. The children pound their pathetic chests. They toss more pebbles. Slimy chimps, I mutter. I throw a me-ball at them. Sometimes, this is funny, sometimes I wish the glass was not there. Next subtitle is called Sorry. I'm sorry I called those children slimy chimps. My mother would have been ashamed of me. And that is the end of reading 4. What do you think? See you next time.